everyone. So let's start with the first module, that is Introduction to Marketing. Now, in this most literal sense, if you say that marketing is basically promoting a particular product or a service. Now, what is the product? Now, what is this product? And what is the service is basically the company that you stand for the products and the services that they are rolling out. If it is the different sectors, if it is financial company, then you have various financial models or something like that. If you are a product company, if you are most fast moving consumer goods company, you have products like toothpaste, brush, detergent and all this stuff. So different sectors have different companies and different companies have different marketing strategies. So marketing is basically about promoting that particular product or a service that the company wants to sell. So it is basically about understanding the clients, creating and maintaining the relationship with them. You want that particular customer to stay with you for a very long time, right? So for that case, we use marketing. Now just imagine that if you have your own company and if you want to sell a particular product, you can't tell a particular customer or a consumer, hey, listen, this is my product, buy it. That will simply not work because humans have a very attractive way of knowing things, of getting attracted to a particular product or a service. So if it will be like something, hey, this particular product will make your life easier than what it is. Now then the customer might be a little more excited to listen to your particular product. So you'll gain more attention and more knowledge about what the product you are trying to sell. So that is all about marketing. It is about knowing your customers, knowing your consumer base, doing the particular market research about your products will establish itself in the market. So marketing is the activity, as rightly mentioned, collection and institutions and procedures of developing, conveying, delivering and exchanging. You need to add value to that customer's life. That is why the company is standing in its first place, clients, partner, society as a whole. So we need to add certain value to the life of the client, the customers, the partners and the society as well. Now let's try to understand what are the various components of marketing, starting with knowing the components of marketing. The first one is communication. Now communication plays an integral part in knowing how well the customer presumes a brand to be like. The communication between the brand and the customer should be extremely fluid. It should be tell a compelling story so that the customer gets engaged with unattractive towards the particular brand. Then comes the brand voice. The brand voice is basically telling what the personality of the brand looks like. If the brand is more premium, does the customer feels more value? Does he feels better to have the own that particular brand? For example, Apple. When you wanna own an Apple, it's more of a safer somber. It's knowing to have the best technology in hand, right? So that is what the brand's voice. It tells about the personality of that particular brand. And comes the pricing. Now as a company, you will want your pricing to be appropriate as the customer wants. It should not either to be high for the customer to afford or neither too low. So they feel that the brand is undervalued or is a cheap brand. So pricing plays an integral part. You also need to do a lot of market research to know what type of pricing you need to set. You may have observed certain times that if a product is selling for $500, instead of writing that particular amount as 500, they will put it as 499. That tells mostly about how humans perceive a particular things. They are more visual towards that thing, so that they will see that 499 and they will think it's around 400, right? Instead it is a 500. So knowing how to set the pricing is also an art. It is a way of you market your particular product. Then comes market research. Now if your brand is expanding to a new continent, to a new country, you will want to know what are the basic set principles of that local area in which the brand is focusing on. So that plays an important role to know that what the market is to do. Your basic research about that particular place, what are the payments like? For example, if the particular area in which your company is going is more accessible to cash on deliveries, is more. It does not include much of credit cards or debit cards. So you will set a pattern towards. it. You need to do your market research, how the customer in that particular area want that particular thing to be like you need to blend your brand towards the way the customer wants. Remember, customer is the centerpiece in the center stage of every brand. Humans are more perceived to be playing in the subconscious mind. You need to attract the customer not just by saying it on their face. Like buy the particular product, you need to tell them why do you need it. You need it. You need to give them a subtle storyline. You need to give them a certain way that to be in the particular customer shoes to know how the brand is doing. So that is customer physiology, then comes effectively as mentioned before. The communication between the brand and the customer should be fluid. It should be more effective in conveying the message that the brand wants for the customer to look at. So that is how effectively they are building their strategies. How effectively they are communicating from the brand's perspective to the customer's perspective. Then comes campaigns. Now, marketing campaigns play an essential part in grabbing the attention of the audience. So, they made that particular ad so that the customers grab attention to the thing which is not normal, which is unusual. So, grabbing attention plays a very important role in these marketing campaigns. Another ad will be the 5-star at Kanako. It means doing nothing by eating 5 star. So that is a very unusual ad depicting various stories of offices of some accident. Something like that is showcased in the ads that are portrayed by 5 star just to grab attention, right? So such marketing campaigns are essential important to grab attention of the audience so that the audience knows what brand is it. So these marketing campaigns play an essential part in brands voices in the customer's perception to that particular brand. For next class of this course, do like, share and subscribe our channel. And if you like the video, let me know in comments.